Right, guys, welcome back. So, today we're going to talk about how to live a meaningful life. And by this, I don't mean how to get rich, how to be successful, how to have a six pack. I don't mean all this unnecessary stuff that people call a meaningful life in this day and age. It's just not realistic anymore. So, and people have forgotten the core values and the true meaning of living life. It's beyond me. So today we're going to discuss a couple of points about that. So let's get straight into it. Point one is, let me just get this straight off your chest. You do not need to be a millionaire. You do not need to be mega ripped like these steroid users. You do not need to have millions and millions of pounds and yachts and businesses and essentially lots of things going for you. You do not need the 10 girls on a yacht and you're drinking every weekend partying, living your best life at 20. I think a lot of people are getting it all mixed up now that you need to be rich when you're 20. You need to be successful when you're 20. You need to have the best body when you're 20. You need to have the most women when you're 20. You need to enjoy your life when you're 20. That last point is probably true, but let's get straight into it. So, to live a meaningful life is to have core values that you truly believe and truly aim towards, and your your values show exactly who you are. At the end of the day, you can set goals, you can set targets, and you can be disciplined, but your core values are truly what people see. Your core values are your character. This is exactly what people will see in you, and essentially, when you're dead, they'll describe you as. So, were you loving and caring, or were you selfish and miserable? Did you grow towards your goals and face fear head on, or were you a coward and never did anything new, a bit boring? Were you creative and passionate about the life you lived, or did you just drag along with it? Were you just uncaringly going about life, waking up, not wanting to wake up every day? This is essentially what everyone will talk about. So you can set the right goals, you can set the right targets, but if your values aren't exactly in line and you aren't trying to grow on your values, then you're not going to live a meaningful life. Point number two, you need to realize what is making your life happy and what is making your life unhappy. So, do you wake up and scroll for the first 30 minutes of your life on watching all these other influencers, all these other rich people, scrolling until it's finally time to go to a job you hate and do the work you hate with the people you hate, and then come home and do it all again and just keep repeating it? Or do you wake up happy? Do you wake up and do your tracking, do your planning for the day? Do you then go and proceed to go to a job that you like with people that you surround yourself with, and they all give you the same energy as yourself? Then they're giving you new ideas, they're trying to better you, not belittle you. And then you come home and you hang around with that other mate who also likes to go to the gym, and you're both matching with the same energy and you're both grinding in the gym. And then you come home after that and you do your own work, or you try and settle down with your family, whatever it may be, which makes you happy. I know I say this a lot, but your habits is essentially what will make you happy and what will make you not happy. So you need to realize which habits are good, which habits are bad, and if they're bad, get rid of them. Just stop doing them. Stop doing them. Stop letting the excuses and the bullshit kick in to let you continue with these bad habits. Stop really prioritizing and focusing on how you can achieve these good habits. It may even be just taking a walk, 10-minute walk a day. That is a good habit. I'll tell you a couple of my habits. So I do my daily planning in my book, which is a day-to-day planner of my life, and I'll put in things that I like, a to-do list essentially for my own life. So the first thing in the morning is read positive affirmations for myself in the morning, take vitamins in the morning, take a protein shake in the morning. That is how simple my first three habits are in the morning. So when I wake up, I don't instantly scroll. I don't sit in bed and wait for work to come. I wake up and I think, right, I'm instantly engaged with trying to better myself. I'm instantly thinking, I need to wake up because I've got to do my self affirmations. I've got to do my vitamins, and I've got to make myself a protein shake. That does take a bit of time. So that first 30 minutes or whatever you may have in the morning, that will improve your life. I do that every single day. Is surely 1 year down the line, I'm going to be thanking myself for doing them three little habits in the morning. They're not even long or bad habits. They're so easy. It's just things like that which will better you. Point number 3. People try and avoid the struggle and pain in life, but in order to live a meaningful life, you need to go through pain. You need to go through this struggle. This is really how you grow. You've never had anything beneficial without the pain and the struggle first. Let's be honest. And if you have, you take it for granted. You're not grateful for that opportunity. You're not grateful for what you just got given to you. That's like everything. But if you truly go through the pain and you struggle for it, you appreciate that item, that thing so much more. It carries so much more value. And this is a main thing on how you live a more meaningful life. Not only that, but when you start realizing that you can go through the struggle, you can face fear head on, you can get through the pain, you start realizing you're actually a stronger person. And when you start saying things to yourself or saying you're going to do certain things, you start having that bit of confidence and backing yourself and thinking, you know what, I actually can do that, because last year I said I was going to do this and I was a bit scared and it was quite a hard time in my life, but I got through it. So I can get through this next journey. I can get through this next task. I can do this, and you will do it. And that's how you keep building and growing within yourself. This is how you get stronger within yourself. No one will give it to you. You don't just get gifted with it. You have to literally show yourself you can do it. And guess what? You can do it. If you just keep going, you can do it. It's not as bad as you think. And once you're on the other side, you will look back and you will think, you know what, I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. And how many times have you thought about this? How many times has this happened to you? And again, the struggle and the pain will better your values. It will make you a stronger character. It will strengthen your values, and it will really show the person you are to other people. If you can get through the hard times and the pain, you can get through the lonely times and the lonely nights and the days you don't want to do stuff but you continue to do it, that is good discipline, that is good habits, that is good growth. And that is how you will live a meaningful life. You will start to realize that you are the person you say you are. And when you realize that, everything starts going your way. You start thinking, actually, if I want to live this life a different way, then I will. And guess what? You will believe it. You will then believe it and then act on it. And then when you act on it, you will slowly realize how your life have changed from negative to positive within a year, within 2 years, within 5 years, whatever it may be. How big or how small, it does not matter. You will get there one day. You just have to keep going through the pain, through the struggle, through the hard times, through the lonely times, whatever it may be, your current situation. You just have to face this confrontation head on. That is how you will live a life that you want to live. Not by being a coward, not by backing down, not by being scared to do anything and everything. That will just get you in the same place from year to year, with no growth, no moving forward. Point number 4 to living a meaningful life is you've got to be willing to give a little to the people around you and to the world. You can't be completely selfish. You can't live this selfish life where, yes, you're making yourself better, but how are you impacting the people around you? How are you impacting your family? How are you impacting your loved ones? You've got to take in mind all this. You can't be selfish and still live a meaningful life. You have to give a bit externally as well. So I give you a good example. This content I make, I don't just do it for me. I do it because I generally want people to benefit from the stuff I say, and hopefully one day someone's life will dramatically change, and it will be because they listened to one of my videos or one of my clips. And that is one of the main reasons I do this. I do it because I enjoy doing this, and I know it's not a selfish thing. I know it's good for everyone. Anyone can see this video, anyone can share it on, anyone can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, I just want to have a positive impact. And when I'm 30, 40, I'll think, you know what? All them DMs I got, all the support I got, all the people who said, thank you so much, you changed my life, thank you so much, your advice was great, I took it on board. I will look back at my life and think I helped X amount of people in their life. And that is so much more empowering than just having money and being by yourself. And you've got to really focus on a life with people in it that you love. So you can be this lone wolf, but in the long run, it's not going to do a lot for you. If you have all the money in the world, but you don't have a wife and kids and a family that love you, what is it all for? It's for nothing. It's generally for nothing. That is what I think anyway. Like, I wouldn't want to be a millionaire at 30 with no wife or kids. Could you imagine not having a wife or kids, or a family that loves you, or someone every day to say to you, I'm so glad you're home, let's cook tea. That's the little things in life like that you need to really focus on as well. But there's like different stages, and I've talked about it in many videos. You know, use your 20s to grow, use your 30s to really start thinking about the world, start thinking about how you can help externally. That's how it should be. You shouldn't just be a lone wolf for the whole of your life. That isn't meaningful. You're gonna get to 50 with no fucking sons or daughters, with no one that loves you or likes you. Your parents won't even be there. You might not have no brothers or sisters, and you're living a lonely life. And all of that for what? You've got £10 million in your bank account, but for what? For what? For nothing. For nothing. Or you can have a couple 100,000 or a couple £100, whatever it may be, but you've got a wife that loves you, 2 kids that love you, your parents that love you, a brother that is supportive, a sister that is caring. Are you not happy? Because I know I would be. So really focus on the people around you as well. It's good, like I said, to better yourself, but better yourself to better everyone else. Alright? Better yourself to make a positive impact on the people around you. Not just to better yourself to be selfish. You know? Better yourself so you can help others when they need help. Point number 5 to living a meaningful life. You've got to build something in your life. And I don't mean build a £1 million business or anything like that. I mean build your mindset, build your body, build your creative mindset, build the people around you. You know, you've got to build on something. You've literally got to build on something. You need to get your mind flowing with good ideas, creative ideas, positive ideas, not just scrolling and consuming everyone else's life. That is when you will always feel the lowest, when you're consuming everyone else's life and seeing everyone else build and seeing everyone else get the wife they want, the kids they want, the house they want, the business they want. That will make you depressed. But when you start trying to focus on these things, start trying to build on these things, and it all starts within. So you've got to build on yourself, and then you can build externally on these things. When you start doing that, that is when you will start living a meaningful life and a happy life. And you will wake up every day excited because you know you are building on the person you are and the people around you. You know you are helping them, and you know you are making a better life for everyone you have an impact with. So just to wrap it all up, a meaningful life isn't the millions of pounds, isn't the 10 women around you, isn't the most successful and biggest brand ever. A meaningful life is a normal life. It is having people around you who love you, and who support you. It is loving yourself and supporting yourself the whole way through. It is achieving the goals you said you were going to achieve, and a sense of direction. From start all the way to finish, you need to stop looking at all these celebrities, all these influencers, all these other people, and thinking that that is a meaningful life. No, that is not a meaningful life. Making memories with loved ones, making memories within yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your values, and growing on yourself in order to make other people better, that is a meaningful life. That is how you're truly going to live a meaningful life. Not with millions of pounds when you're 50, with no one to love you, no one around you. It's about the generations you impact, the millions of people you had a better impact and a good impact on, and mainly a good impact on yourself. Generally have one life, and I feel the older you get, the more you realise this. The more things you do, the more you realise this, and the more times you put yourself out there and put yourself in this uncomfortable position and then get through it like you knew you would. In the back of your head, you knew you would do it, you knew you'd get through it. I feel like that really shows you that you only have one life, and to live it miserable, to live it not doing the things you want, is crazy. Guys, it's absolutely crazy. You have one life, live it meaningfully, impact others in a better way, surround the people around you with better thoughts, better positivity, love them, care for them, be there for them, and have a good impact on the world. Just do something small, even like I'm doing now. I'm just making content just for the small amount of people that may watch this video, but hopefully it has a massive impact on their lives. And I don't do it just for the money or just for the fame. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and like I said, I know it will be a good result when I'm older. So that wraps it for the video. If you'd like to drop some support, give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment some of your thoughts on this video, comment some things that you may be struggling with in life, and I'm sure I can DM you, help you, I can talk to you. We can even make a YouTube video on it if you really want me to. So get liking, subscribe, and show some support. Peace.